This is a 1994 Oldsmobile 98 Regency. This car is in absolutely fantastic condition. The body is in exceptional shape. There is not one bit of rust. There are no dents, no scratching, absolutely nothing that I would consider a major blemish on this car. The only thing actually that I would complain about, and it's relatively minor in the grand scheme of things, is there's a crack right there in the windshield, but it's off towards the passenger side, so it's not going to cause any concerns for driving. But out of everything that I could think of that could be wrong with this car, that's the only thing that I can point out. It has alloy rims, came stock with the car, the Oldsmobile badging. The tires are all matching Michelin tires, and they have a decent amount of tread left even. Pretty much everything functions normally on this car. It comes with a key fob, so the trunk popper still works. It's got a nice spacious trunk. Personally, I'd like to see a pair of subwoofers back there to complement the amazing sound system that this vehicle has. There's a peek at the front. Appears to have come with pretty much all the features for the day and age. And when I'm talking about over here, it's got power seats, power windows, power locks, even power mirrors, and absolutely every single one of those features works. I'm gonna hop in here. Starts right up. You can hear the air conditioning come on right away because I didn't turn it off when I got out. That's okay. It's quite warm outside and the AC actually works. It's blowing nice cool air right now. I can feel it. So it'll cool down the inside of this car pretty fast. And that little warning ding is it's telling me to fasten my seatbelts. So that warning light there is low fuel. Of course, with it sitting almost empty, it's going to go off. And that low level light was on the last time I ran it, and as you can see, it just turned off. So it has a fresh oil change on it, so there's absolutely no reason why there's a low level. I think it's just one of those that comes on and turns off after a little bit of time. Now, the amazing thing about this car is it looks this good with 180,000 miles on it. Whoever owned this before me took excellent care of it. The only thing that was wrong when I got it was the motor was pretty much just straight up seized. So, picked up another motor to put in here. The motor that's actually in this vehicle only has 98,000 miles on it. It is a 3800 motor. Those things last forever. Except for the last one that was in here. I don't know why that one died. It could be as simple as someone ran it out of oil and it seized up. I don't know the full story. It should have another... I've seen these run almost 300,000 miles, so a couple 100,000 miles left in it. These work. Push the seat forward, push it back. And actually, the cover for the lock is loose, so in spite of the fact that it didn't go down, it's locking. You can see it unlocks normally. So the lock is actually locked right now. It'll just drop down if you touch it. And then you unlock it just like that. Switch the mirror to this side. That works perfectly. Switch to the other side. side works. So apparently, you spin it? Yeah, you have to spin this to switch which side it's on. So I'll spin it back that way. And do that side. Normally, there's a knob like this that switches it, and I'm not sure what that does. I bet you it locks the windows so that it's only controllable from the front. These windows all work. Works just fine, despite the fact that the lever for it, that one right there, is missing. Relatively minor issue. The back one works. And that back one works. The other thing I'm going to show you is the radio. It works just fine. And then the other cool thing about the radio, and I'm going to pan around and show you the antenna. And this is pretty common for this era of car, but when you turn it on,
new rock now.
the antenna goes up and down. You don't hear the radio because I've turned the volume down, because I just wanted to show off the antenna. And there it goes down. So even the functionality of the antenna, which is largely a novelty, but still pretty cool, it still works. Since usually with this many miles and the age of this vehicle, the electronics start to fail, but absolutely none of the electronics on this one have failed. They all work perfectly. And of course, lastly, you got to show off the motor. And like I said, should have a couple 100,000 miles more left on it. And then this battery, just barely over a year old. That should have long life left in it as well. So there it is. Great running condition. Excellent shape all around. Very few and very minor issues with the vehicle. Has lots of life left to go on it and ready for whoever wants to own it next.